And I think the Chris Butler campaign is a really good example of something that works really well. Because it's not just that he's a pro-life Democrat, but it's that he agrees with us on so many other things as well. And so, and his rhetoric is just, taking a new approach.
I was impressed that Brian Carroll and Amar Patel and Tai Chi all gave very well enunciated endorsements, if you will, of why they were in favor of his candidacy. It sounds like Tai Chi has worked with Pastor Chris for a long time there in Illinois, but they had very concrete things to say, very positive things. So I wasn't taking notes, and I couldn't now reiterate what they were, other than it was impressive to see people I consider the party leadership speaking so highly of Pastor Chris, and then to hear him for the majority of the time speaking very clearly on the things he believes, and they resonated so well with me as being true to our principles. That it just said, okay, this is a natural. And as I said before, after hearing that, it's like, okay, never mind Illinois' first district, Pastor Chris for president, but he could be our presidential nominee next year. Who knows? But
Yeah.
I think maybe it was the pro-life for the whole life. He understands very clearly, having been, in the trenches and being a pastor, of the false choice, quote unquote, the many women I presented with, especially the minority women, that they feel forced, whether it's by a partner or a parent or the job market or whatever. They don't think they have a choice. They think their only choice is to terminate the pregnancy. And it's important for America to have support systems in place for, prenatal care and family leave and care after birth, so that women really do have a choice, that for the most part. And I'm somewhat paraphrasing what Charlie Camosi had said in at least one of his books, that it's not a choice, it's forced on them.
I went to the online event last week as well, and I would agree with Ron that he's speaking from his experience and the experience of his particular community. And it was really moving to hear him kind of bluntly speak about the damage that abortion has done in his particular community. And, but he also, I think, is coming in with like a love of the people he's representing, and a real desire to serve them. And so I just thought he seemed wonderful, and it would be really exciting to have someone like him in Congress. I would feel like he would be representing ASP values in a way.
Yeah, I think it's exciting, his campaign and the upcoming election that he's going to be involved in here. I too have heard from Mike Vick, his campaign manager, that he thinks they have a good shot. And everything that I've heard from Chris and from people speaking about him is that he is a really great example of the kind of candidate that understands and advocates American Solidarity Party values. And I've been hearing that from the beginning of his campaign, with from Amar Patel and Tai Chi Kuo and other folks in Illinois that have been really advocating for people to support him. And I'm really looking forward to seeing other candidates like him in the future, running, both members of the other American Solidarity Party and people who I would say would be not yet members of the American Solidarity Party.